Are Social Security benefits about to get a major boost? And could guaranteed income programs mean extra cash for millions of Americans? Big changes are being discussed, and if you rely on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, you need to know what's coming. In this video, we'll break down the proposed $2,400 annual Social Security increase, the new $1,200 monthly guaranteed income programs, and who qualifies for these benefits. Plus, we'll look at what lawmakers are doing to make these financial relief programs a reality. Stay with us until the end so you don't miss any crucial details. Welcome to Financial Area, where we bring you the latest updates on Social Security, financial assistance, and economic policies. If you find this information helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss an important update. The proposed Social Security benefit increase aims to provide a much-needed financial boost to millions of retirees and disabled individuals who rely on these payments as their primary source of income. The plan includes an additional $200 per month, adding up to a total of $2,400 annually. This increase is being pushed forward as a response to the rising cost of living, inflation, and the ongoing financial struggles many Social Security recipients face. Lawmakers advocating for this change argue that the current benefits are not enough to keep pace with everyday expenses, especially for those who are living on fixed incomes. With rent, groceries, and healthcare costs continuing to rise, many seniors and disabled individuals find themselves struggling to make ends meet. This proposal seeks to alleviate some of that financial burden by providing a direct increase in monthly payments. Eligibility for this increase is a key concern for many recipients. If passed, the additional $200 per month would be available to all current Social Security beneficiaries, including those receiving retirement benefits, supplemental security income, SSI, and Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. This means that millions of Americans who depend on these programs would see an immediate financial boost. However, there are still questions about whether this increase will be adjusted for inflation over time and how it might impact other financial assistance programs. Some worry that higher Social Security payments could affect eligibility for Medicaid, SNAP benefits, or housing assistance, which often have strict income limits. Policymakers will need to clarify these details to ensure that beneficiaries do not lose access to other essential support programs due to the increase. Despite the strong push for this proposal, there are significant legislative hurdles that could delay or even prevent its approval. While some lawmakers strongly support expanding Social Security benefits, others argue that the program is already under financial strain and that increasing payments could accelerate the depletion of the Social Security Trust Fund. There is also debate over how to fund this increase, with some proposals suggesting higher payroll taxes on high-income earners as a way to generate the necessary revenue. This has sparked political disagreements, as some policymakers resist any form of tax increase. Additionally, the proposal must pass through multiple stages of legislative review, and with the current divided political climate, progress could be slow. Supporters of the increase urge beneficiaries to stay informed and advocate for these changes by reaching out to their representatives, emphasizing the real-life struggles that millions face due to insufficient Social Security payments. Guaranteed income programs are gaining traction across the United States as a way to provide financial stability to low-income individuals and families. These programs offer direct, unconditional cash payments, typically on a monthly basis, to eligible participants. Unlike traditional welfare programs, guaranteed income does not require recipients to meet specific work requirements or spending restrictions. The idea behind these programs is simple. By providing people with a stable source of income, they can better manage their essential needs, reduce financial stress, and improve overall economic mobility. The popularity of these programs has grown in recent years, especially in response to the financial hardships caused by inflation and job instability. Advocates argue that guaranteed income could serve as a long-term solution to economic inequality, helping those who are most vulnerable to financial hardship, including seniors, disabled individuals, and low-income families. One common concern is whether Social Security recipients, including those on SSI and SSDI, can still qualify for guaranteed income programs. Many assume that receiving Social Security benefits would automatically disqualify them from additional financial assistance, but in most cases, that is not true. Guaranteed income programs are designed to supplement existing benefits rather than replace them. This means that even those who already receive Social Security, disability benefits, or other forms of government assistance may still be eligible for extra monthly payments. Each program has its own eligibility criteria, which vary by state and city, but in general, most do not count Social Security income against eligibility. For example, some cities have launched pilot programs offering guaranteed income to individuals earning below a certain threshold, and these programs often include Social Security beneficiaries. However, recipients should always check program guidelines carefully, as some income-based assistance programs, like Medicaid or food stamps, may adjust benefits based on additional income received. The idea of guaranteed income is not new, but it has gained momentum in recent years. One of the first large-scale pilot programs took place in Stockton, California, in 2019, where participants received $500 per month with no restrictions on how they could spend it. The success of this program led to similar initiatives in other cities, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when financial hardships became more widespread. The pandemic pushed local governments to explore new ways to provide direct economic relief, and guaranteed income quickly became a popular solution. These programs have since expanded, with some states offering payments as high as $1,200 per month to eligible individuals. While the funding for these programs often comes from temporary sources, such as federal relief funds or private grants, there is growing interest in making guaranteed income a permanent fixture in social welfare policy. Lawmakers and advocates continue to push for broader adoption of these programs, arguing that they provide a necessary safety net for those who struggle to cover basic living expenses in an increasingly expensive economy. The rise of automation and artificial intelligence is expected to have a significant impact on the workforce, potentially displacing millions of jobs in industries such as retail, transportation, and manufacturing. As more tasks become automated, many workers may find themselves without employment, especially in lower-wage sectors. This technological shift underscores the growing need for financial safety nets like guaranteed income programs. Without these support systems, individuals who lose their jobs to automation could face extreme poverty, as they may struggle to find new work in an increasingly competitive job market. Guaranteed income offers a possible solution by providing a stable source of financial support to those who may no longer be able to rely on traditional employment for their livelihoods. This type of economic security is particularly important as the job market becomes more uncertain and as workers need time to adapt to new skill sets or industries. The conversation about expanding Social Security benefits is also deeply tied to the changing economic landscape. Advocates for expanding these benefits, like Senator Bernie Sanders, argue that the current Social Security system is outdated and inadequate in addressing the needs of today's retirees and disabled individuals. As automation leads to job losses and income inequality grows, it becomes increasingly difficult for people to survive on the existing Social Security payouts, which often fall short of covering basic expenses. Expanding Social Security would not only help provide a more substantial safety net for retirees and people with disabilities, but would also address the broader economic inequality that is exacerbated by technological disruption. There is a growing recognition that the existing Social Security system must be reformed to keep pace with these changes and ensure that it continues to serve the most vulnerable in society. Meanwhile, the debate over guaranteed income also touches on broader issues of fairness and sustainability. Some critics argue that current income thresholds for guaranteed income programs are too high, and that assistance should be better targeted to those with the most need. For example, some programs suggest income limits of $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for couples, But many believe that these thresholds should be lowered to ensure that financial aid reaches those who truly need it. The current criteria often exclude lower income individuals who would benefit most from the additional support. By adjusting these thresholds, policymakers could ensure that guaranteed income programs are more effective in alleviating poverty and providing meaningful financial relief to the individuals and families who are struggling the most.